1 year from now, you're going to come back to this video and brag about how you absolutely smashed this new school year, all because you used these tips. Welcome to the ultimate student survival playbook. Rule number 1, get your priorities straight. This is one of the biggest mistakes that lots of students make when coming into a new school year. The issue is, school isn't the only priority you have in your life. You've got friends, family, social events, hobbies, jobs. Maybe you even have a side hustle like me. Maybe you've got to sort out your finances because of that, mental health to take care of, physical health to take care of, and the list just goes on. So yeah, you've got a lot going on, but I need you to pick 5 really important things that you want to consciously make an active effort to focus on this year. And I need this list to be in order of most important to least important. So for me, my top 5 are education, health, YouTube, friendships, and a secret 6-year-long project that I can't speak about right now, but you guys will know eventually about. I will leave some more ideas on the screen of things that could count as your priorities. I know it hurts to rank them. You want all of them to be equally as important, but the truth is that they are not equally as important as one another. And the ones which are more or less important are going to depend on you, your state of mind, and what's going on for you right now. Get a piece of paper or pen or the notes app on your phone and write down which ones matter the most to you right now in the order of which they matter. Also, keep in mind that school years are long and busy and chaotic, and it's extremely likely that as the year goes on, your priorities probably will change. For example, for me personally, YouTube is going to bump up from priority number 3 to priority number 1 around mid-October because all my uni applications and mocks would be done by then. But for now, I'm deep in the year 13 trenches. So it's important to continue to reevaluate where your priorities are at different times of the year when different things are happening. But this is only half of the equation, because it's one thing to write out, oh, my number 1 priority is studying this month, and it's a completely different thing to actually follow through with it. Carry these priorities on your back wherever you go and actually make it a priority to you. Every single time you're deciding what to do next or who to see or where to go, you've got to keep this in mind. When your friendship group asks you if you can meet for the 5th time this week and you know that they are not your number 1 priority at the moment, you've got to take that into consideration when saying yes or no. When you're thumbs deep into a nightly scroll, but then you realize that it's 12 a.m. and you said you were going to prioritize your health and sleep better, think, what would that ideal version of myself do right now? Sorry, my hands are dry. And then you've also got to take into account that a lot of these things are linked and affect each other as well. When I don't see my friends for a long time, it affects my mental health. When my mental health is affected, it's difficult to sleep. When I don't get much sleep, it's difficult to focus on studying the next day. When I can't focus when I'm studying, then I have to spend more time studying. More time spent studying gives me less time to focus on YouTube. Not making YouTube videos makes me sad, and it continues to go on and on and on, where all of these different aspects of your life are affecting each other in this vicious negative cycle. But you'll be glad to know that the opposite can happen too, where working on one area of your life has a positive effect on everything else. Keystone habits, the butterfly effect, I'll probably make a separate video about it. Another thing to take into account is that your top 3 are the priorities that are going to fill up your time the most, okay? And I would strongly advise you to keep health in your top 3, because like I just said, neglect one and it affects the others. For health, I mean this times 1 million, okay? Just keep health in the top 3. Trust me. Rule number 2, get all the important dates in your calendar. This is a major organizational thing that most people gloss over or ignore, but it can have huge consequences, especially if you're in a year group where you're trying to get into new schools or you're taking major examinations. This can have a huge effect. We are human and we get things wrong. Okay, there's definitely got to have been one time when you said you were going to do something or be somewhere and then completely forgot about it. The best students who never forget these things often don't have superhuman memory, but they do have really good organizational skills. Right now, as this video is happening, literally pause it or rewind. do what you got to do. I want you to look up all your term dates and put them in your calendar. Look up all your assessment dates and put them up on your calendar. If you're like me and you're taking A-levels for 2026, I know it's the beginning of the year, but the exam boards have indeed already released the dates for the exams. If you have any interviews or admissions tests coming up, you know exactly what I'm going to say. If you want to be extra, you can also put a reminder the day before or a week before they happen too. If your school doesn't have these dates on their website, on Google or something, next time you're in school, ask your teachers, bug them, annoy them, get them to look up all the dates for you. This isn't about being stupid or, oh, you're so dumb, you can't even remember when you have a GP appointment. This is literally just about the fact that you are a busy person with important things to do and a lot of things on your plate. You are simply freeing up mental space for you to think about other things rather than keeping 100% of everything that's stressing you up here. Another thing that really helps is when you don't always have to think about what you're going to learn next or how you're going to learn it, which is why online learning platforms like Brilliant exist, because they do some of that work for you. Brilliant, the sponsor of today's video, is an online learning platform that helps you become a better thinker and a better problem solver, with its thousands of visual interactive lessons in maths, science, programming, data analysis, and AI. The way that learning is structured on Brilliant makes it the most effective way to learn, and all of its courses have a particular learning path made in particular orders with hands-on interactive lessons. Not to mention, it's people that know their stuff that have made these courses. They're made by professionals from MIT, Stanford, Google, Microsoft, and the list goes on. Brilliant has the full range of topics, including a course that I am taking right now, How AI Works. Other than AI, Brilliant also has different lessons and courses on building simulations, running simulations with data, and even translating all of the bright ideas in your head into code. And because I am simply the best, I did hook you guys up with an offer. If you click the link in the description or scan the barcode, you can start learning on Brilliant today for free and get 20% off if you choose to get an annual subscription. I repeat, if you scan the barcode or head to brilliant.org/girlinworld, you can start learning on Brilliant for free today and get 20% off an annual subscription. What are you waiting for? And rule number 3, probably the most important rule of the playbook, is to make a sanity survival list. Look, we already established that you've got a busy flipping year. There are going to be highs and there are obviously going to be lows. And you've got to make sure that you know exactly what to do to pick yourself back up whenever things get too stressful. And you can do that with a sanity survival list. So, first on this list is your support system. You want to have a list, whether that's a physical one or on the Notes app on your phone, of your closest family and friends that you know that you can go to when you need to rant or cry or play video games and not talk about what's bothering you. This list can also include staff at your school that are a part of the welfare or pastoral support team, whatever it's called at you guys at school. This list can also include mental health helplines for your country that you know you can call when things get really hard. Also, if you have a therapist, even better. Now, whenever you feel like you need support, you don't even have to overthink it. You've got this list, just go to one person on that list for the type of support that you know you can get from them. Journal prompts. You want to have a few journal prompts at your disposal that you can either write down or type out that are going to help you reflect on what's causing you to feel this way, how you're actually feeling, and how you might approach moving through life with this feeling. I will leave some journaling prompts on the screen. Pause, rewind, do whatever at your delight. Next on this list is general wellness check-in. So eating, sleeping, physical activity. Even within these prompts, or you can just ask yourself about your bare minimum for survival and wellness. Are you sleeping 8 hours plus every night? Are you eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner? And within those, is it nutritious food that you're eating? Are you getting some type of physical activity in within the week, whether that's training for a triathlon or just walking your dogs? Because all of these are physical health things, but they can have a crazy impact on your mental health. Make a list of things you know make you feel better without including social media. It could be going for a walk, coloring, drawing, dressing up, talking to people that uplift you, and of course the list goes on. This is called a dopamine menu. There are other videos on it on YouTube. You guys have probably already heard of it by now, but I could make one on this specifically in the future too. But in the meantime, you probably want to make the most out of all your study sessions and study a whole lot more in a lot less time. And for that, I have this video here. Sorry, something fell. Oh goodness.